phenomenal journey to win the title of Pirate King, Monkey D. Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates haven't had it easy. Evil of different shapes and colours lurks at every corner. A legion of villains, each more wicked than the other, plays a pivotal role in the growth of our champion. The sheer range of characters is staggering, and their mind-blowing prowess in battle makes watching this shonen series that much more exciting. So without further ado, ViniiTube brings to you all the things dangerous and diabolical in this video of top 10 One Piece villain showcases of power. And number 10 is a fight of cataclysmic proportions between the Shichibukai Sir Crocodile and Luffy in the Alabasta arc. The mysterious warlord is the first major antagonist in the series and the only one to completely defeat Luffy, not once, but twice. Innately cunning, Crocodile can be said to be on par with Don Quixote do Flamingo, both having masterminded the collapse of entire countries. The Devil Fruit user, Crocodile is a sandman capable of manipulating sandstorms to devastating effect. Pitched against his impressive repertoire of equally cruel and sadistic techniques, Luffy is left impaled once, dehydrated once, and poisoned as well. And if not for pure dumb luck, his saga would surely have been a short one. Way before the time skip, without the knowledge of Haki, this memorable duel had us hooked for the overwhelming power displayed by Crocodile and the insane tenacity shown by Luffy. An important milestone in our hero's journey, this battle brings Straw Hat Luffy to the forefront in the eyes of the world government and the pirate world. When God precedes your name, it says it all. At number 9 is none other than the God of Lightning, Enel himself, wiping the floor with 4 strong contenders: Roronoa Zoro and Nico Robin of the Straw Hat Pirates, former god Gunfall, and Shandian warrior Wiper. The 4 unlikely allies are the last ones standing in a wicked survival game orchestrated by Enel, who's the embodiment of arrogance itself. Despite showing righteous anger and fight, the 4 are easily defeated by their supreme nemesis. Relatively early in the series, this is our first look at Observation Haki, which when used in combination with his insanely overpowered lightning makes Enel an unbeatable adversary. To top it off, a prerequisite for being a god would probably be immortality, and Enel proves to be exactly that when he jumpstarts his heart with his lightning after suffering near-fatal damage from a reject dial attack. It's difficult to name a more unassailable adversary, and Enel is just that. As luminous as God Enel is, the next villain is Darkness Incarnate. In the 8th spot, Marshall D. Teach, aka Blackbeard, devours an entire town on Banaro Island with his creepy power. A more hateful villain is difficult to imagine, but Blackbeard must trump the worst. Having been part of the Whitebeard pirates, one would expect him to have a shred of a conscience. However, that would be a tall order. After killing a comrade over a devil fruit and escaping, the unscrupulous villain decimates a whole town to give a demonstration of his stolen powers to his former commander, Portgas D. Ace. The insidious dark fruit, which is considered to be the most evil, is a perfect match for this fiendish pirate. And what follows next is much more horrifying. The inevitable execution of Ace and the summit war at Marineford, triggered by this ghastly duel, propels Blackbeard to the very top of the list of arch enemies in the One Piece saga, and we wait with bated breath to see justice served. Next at number 7 is the unfathomable Bartholomew Kuma, appearing at the end of the Thriller Bark arc. Despite being a founding member of the Revolutionary Army, Kuma was nonetheless seen as a villain because of his affiliation with the world government. On orders to exterminate the Straw Hat Pirates right after they defeated Gecko Moria in a bruising battle, the warlord makes a hell of an appearance before the ragged survivors. In spite of his honorable side, Kuma decides to act upon his orders. Having eaten the pawpaw fruit, he's able to repel anything with the paws on the palms of his hands. As cute as that might sound, Kuma creates a powerful bomb by compressing air into a small paw-shaped bubble, the Ursus shock, and releasing it at the incapacitated crowd. Before the time skip, it was a rarity to see such a massive destruction. The blast radius covers the entire island ship, as well as a substantial part of the ocean. The effect is stupefying, and Kuma lives up to his title of tyrant in this merciless attack.
Ursus shock.
And number 6 is the charismatic evil Don Quixote do Flamingo, a warlord of the sea, former noble, an underground broker who's unleashed a reign of terror in the kingdom of Dressrosa. A dyed-in-the-wool Tenryobito, Dofi is the cold-blooded mastermind behind the plight of the enslaved citizens. With the world government and the Marines backing him when chaos erupts in the country, he decides to erase all evidence of his nefarious activities. And he does it in the most sadistic manner possible. Having eaten the string fruit, Dofi can manipulate razor-sharp strings, and when the massive birdcage descends on the people, the panic and fear is palpable. Capable of trapping everything inside as well as cutting off all communications to the outside world, the birdcage is truly a slaughterhouse, making Dofi a very dangerous man. A scale above Kuma's Ursus shock, this technique leaves no question of survival. The moment Dofi unleashes the birdcage will forever remain one of the most barbaric acts in One Piece history. At the halfway mark now is the glitzy Marine Admiral Kizaru casually strolling in on a cannonball to apprehend the 11 supernovas at Sabaody.
全くものを聞いただけでしょう。
Part of the world government's greatest military force, Kizaru comes across as an easygoing man. Lacking fellow Admiral Sakazuki's extremist views on piracy and Aokiji's moralistic side, he follows his own code of unclear justice. But make no mistake, Kizaru shows no mercy towards pirates. Basil Hawkins, Urouge, X-Drake and Scratchman Apu take him on with their ultimate techniques. It's an impressive display from the monster rookies, but the light human proves to be indestructible. Kizaru is capable of lightning fast speed, and then they don't stand a chance against his glint fruit powers. Imagine being kicked at the speed of light. And when he stands above Roronoa Zoro's broken body, the Straw Hats can only look on, horror-struck and helpless. An indication of the level of power to be expected in the new world, Kizaru serves as a terrible omen for the young pirates. Making an appearance again at number 4 is the loathsome Blackbeard.
Black hole!
He may come across as a complete monster and troublemaker, but every move he makes is calculated. And that's exactly how he steals the source of Whitebeard's earthquake-creating power, the Tremor fruit, to form a diabolical duo with his own Dark fruit. As he unveils the two deadly powers at Marineford, we see how well his scheme of capturing Ace fans the flames of the war between Whitebeard and the Marines, leading to the former's eventual death. A mysterious character ever since his meeting with Luffy in Jaya, Blackbeard's exact motives are still a puzzle, but his meteoric rise to power from a little-known pirate to warlord and then to an emperor is nothing short of amazing. When the mighty Marine headquarters is razed to the ground and ocean and sky torn apart, the entire world watches aghast. The final battle between Luffy and the devil Blackbeard will be something to watch out for. Stay tuned for that. Top 3, Yonko Big Mom confronts Eustace Kid and Killer atop the Skull Dome, aided by her lightning special homie, Hira. Furious at Kid for separating her from her homies and dropping her to the sea most unceremoniously, Big Mom resurfaces with an axe to grind. Prompted by Prometheus to replace the clumsy Zeus, Big Mom creates Hera, feeding her a fragment of her own soul. It's eerie, yet heartwarming to see her address the homies like children. Having been semi-conscious throughout the whole Cake Island arc, we finally see her shine alongside Kaido in Wano. Unlike the other Yonkos though, Big Mom's a little crazy, which makes her unpredictable and therefore much more dangerous. On spying Kid and Killer, she immediately uses Hera to dispatch them with a lightning bolt. The two escape, but a gaping hole in Kaido's castle wall is left as testimony to her raw destructive force. With the fight against Kid still ongoing, Big Mom lends her own color to the series and makes it that much more thrilling. Onto the runners-up spot now, and it's none other than the honor-bound Charlotte Katakuri, Sweet General of the Big Mom Pirates. Facing Luffy in the final clash after the disastrous tea party on Whole Cake Island, this is a haki fiasco that you don't want to miss. Katakuri is proficient in all three types of haki, but when it comes to observation haki, he easily outclasses Luffy by a league. The gentle monster can counter any attack, even if it's imbued with armament haki. And with his devil fruit powers that are strikingly similar to Luffy's, he can mimic his foe's every move and counter it with a larger, stronger version. In contrast with Luffy's fight against Doffy, Katakuri is more relentless. However, for a breakthrough in Luffy's own powers, the Sweet General provides a much-needed spur. In a long fight lasting over 10 hours, Katakuri stands as a reminder about the increasingly difficult challenges ahead of Luffy, one of which would be Katakuri's mother, Big Mom. Finally, it's time to raise the curtain on our winning entry, Yonko Kaido's one-punch takeout of Luffy in the ongoing Wano arc. With an introduction like no other, Kaido gets our attention from the get-go. Dead drunk, he soars across the sky in his dragon form and blasts an entire mountain in half. The brash Luffy does manage to bring the Azure Dragon crashing down only to sober him up. Having fought warlords and the powerful Katakuri before, the brash upstart greatly underestimates Kaido, claiming that he'll put an end to him immediately. However, the yawning gap in power between the two men becomes very apparent when Kaido releases a forbidding aura of Conqueror's Haki and knocks out Luffy in his Gear 4th form with a single blow. Whatever victories Luffy may have garnered in the past, Kaido's a different game altogether. Out cold from a single hit, this is a humiliating exit for a tenacious fighter like Luffy, though we're all counting on a strong comeback from the Rubber Man. But as of now, with the battle still raging, Kaido's menacing reputation endures. But for how long? Well, that's the million-dollar question. And that brings us to the end of the top 10 One Piece villains showcases of power. From the downright nasty to the conflicted, from the gentleman to the beast. I hope you enjoyed our selection. And if you missed any, do leave your suggestions in the comments below. If you enjoyed our video and would like to watch more, then please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video.